that we see in these verses is to reflect in our own lives and see the various stages of life that we have gone through and how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has facilitated us to overcome obstacles and to achieve what we wanted to achieve, whether it be education, a job, a business, or a spouse.
وَإِذْ نَجَّيْنَاكُمْ مِنْ آلِ فِرْعَوْنَ يَسُومُونَكُمْ سُوءَ الْعَذَابِ يُذَبِّحُونَ أَبْنَاءَكُمْ وَيَسْتَحْيُونَ نِسَاءَكُمْ وَفِي ذَلِكُمْ بَلَاءٌ مِّن رَّبِّكُمْ عَظِيمٌ وَإِذْ فَرَقْنَا بِكُمُ الْبَحْرَ فَأَنجَيْنَاكُمْ وَأَغْرَقْنَا آلَ فِرْعَوْنَ وَأَنتُمْ تَنظُرُونَ وَإِذْ وَاعَدْنَا مُوسَىٰ 40 لَيْلَةً ثُمَّ اتَّخَذْتُمُ الْعِجْلَ مِن بَعْدِهِ وَأَنتُمْ ظَالِمُونَ ثُمَّ عَفَوْنَا عَنكُم مِّن بَعْدِ ذَلِكَ لَعَلَّكُمْ تَشْكُرُونَ.
Why does Allah need me to worship Him? This is a very common misconception. Many of us think and act and talk as if we are doing something for Allah, as if we are helping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with something. That is absolutely nonsense. And today we'll get this clarification in our episode number 20th. So here we learn that when we do not follow the commands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when we do not do what we are supposed to be doing, first and foremost, we are being ungrateful by you and not using what Allah has given us to obey Him and to live a prosperous life, to become a better version of ourselves, to show our gratitude and bring goodness and peace and harmony in not in only our lives, but in the lives of people around us. So first and foremost, this is the guidance, this is the set of values, a system, a legal system that will help us prosper and flourish. It's not to help Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's first. The second thing that we learn from these verses is to remember that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not want to deprive us and does not want us to prevent ourselves from enjoying what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us. Rather, we take advantage of it, we benefit it, we enjoy it, and we thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But what is prohibited is to transgress, is to be excessive, and is to disobey and be ungrateful. The third thing that we learn in these verses is the importance of the book. The book that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us, the Quran and the Sunnah, is not to put it on the shelf, is not to just recite it and just to memorize it, but rather to take it as a criteria of how we do the right versus the wrong. So many people have different criteria in life. Oh, am I following this diet or not? Am I following this entrepreneur routine or not? But what about the book, the guidance from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Do we think how compliant we are or not? So this is the primary purpose, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us in these verses, that it is Al-Furqan, the criterion to judge the right from the wrong. So are we doing it or not? The fourth thing that we see in these verses is to reflect in our own lives and see the various stages of life that we have gone through and how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has facilitated us to overcome obstacles and to achieve what we wanted to achieve, whether it be education, a job, a business, or a spouse, or children, or whatever it is, or overcoming a health issue. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala helped us. We made dua, we struggled, but when this happened, we become complacent, we become lazy, we become desensitized, and we become ungrateful. So let's not let that happen, and to reflect and never ignore the favors of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And lastly, we also learn the concept of tawbah. Yes, we can make mistake, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving us this opportunity. If the life is still there, if we are not dead, what are we waiting for? Why are we not consistently repenting to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and bouncing back off from any sins or transgression that we commit, and then get back on track, repent truly, and get back on the right path? Until next time, Assalamu alaikum.